Some of you may know that I have a webcomic on a site called apsadventures.com, which is sort of based on nothing. It's based on nothing. But I tweeted the other day about just a little art contest. To get your OC put into my latest webcomic, Balejape. It's funny. Go look at it. Link. I was very surprised that there were so many results for this little tweet that I just threw out there. I didn't have a deadline. I explained the deadline later, but like, you know, it was just sort of like, you know what would be funny? If people drew Pumk, the character from my comic, with Vriska, the character that I like from another comic. Because they're kind of similar, you know. They got long hair. And so this is the art contest. I'm gonna talk about the results. I'm gonna talk about things. I'm gonna choose a winner, and then they're gonna get their OC put into the webcomic as it goes to its climax conclusion. And all that stuff. So first off, we have at L1_Kaz_Lou, who sent me this directly, and it's Pumk and Vriska. That was the stipulation for the contest. It was just draw Pumk with Vriska, and there they are. This looks actually quite cute. They're sort of like falling, and Pumk is like, oh, what's going on? Where are we falling? And Vriska's sort of like, yeah, I know where we're falling. I actually really like this. They got the flowing of the clothing looking right, and the stuff. It's sort of like, it's loose, but you can tell there's like skill in like how it's structured. Good shit. Good stuff. Yeah. I never know how to do art contests. At Michi Forsad, maybe that's what it is. He drew something really quick. This one, he said it was like, oh shit, I didn't know what the deadline was, so I just rushed something out. Which was the point. I was like, you know, if I give a deadline, people are gonna be like, I'll wait until exactly the deadline, and then I won't actually get it done. You know, just you gotta make it scary. You gotta make it like, oh, when do I gotta do it by? But this guy took that and did a thing, and this is really good for a rushed drawing. Look at that hair. Look at that hair swerving down. There's Pumk there as well, with a little rectangle. Vriska looks like she's like doing an opera, like she's putting her hand on her chest, going, oh, and she's also grabbing alley-oop like she's gonna do the slam dunk. I think. Is that? Yeah. That's what it is. This is really good. They made multiple things. I'm just gonna go through the ones they put, just so it's all in the same place. So this is the second one. This is like a work in progress, and I was like, oh, ooh though. That's a lot of fucking hair follicles coming out there. That's really cool. There's let me show you. Yeah, this is the final one. Oh, I think it's the penultimate final one, because he forgot the Vriska horns, so he made this one. I'm gonna count, you know, all of them towards it, just because it's the same drawing of multiple stages. And goddamn, look at that. Look at that, like, clean hair stuff. That's like, you know, it takes a while to draw those lines on the paper, you know. I really love Pump's expression and her little feet and the way she's holding the keyblade there. And she's going, oh, spooky. And then Vriska's in the back, and we got the other characters in the back. We've got Alley-oop on the left. We've got Tiki Wiki Mickey Mouse on the right at the top there. And Sibby, the little guy, who is laughing. He's laughing about it. I really like the way they did the cloth on Sibby, actually. It's pretty good. But this was just a Pumk and Vriska thing, so those don't count towards the thing. I mean, why? I don't know how to work that. Like, should I the way I do the art contest is I just say the one I like the most. So really, I'm not judging anything on points. As long as they do the thing, which is Vriska and Pumk, then it counts. So this is really good. High competition. Then we got at Simid, who made a really quick little thing, but it's really cute. I really like the Vriska. I really like her little glasses, and she's sort of been a smile, and Pumk is there like fist bumping. Super cool gal fist bump with the pew. This is nice and simple, and I like it. Yes, Vriska sort of looks like a Matrix. I don't know why. Maybe it's the long coat and the fact that she's a lot taller than the other, the little Pumk there. But you forgot Punk's no shirt or thing, her garment. She wears the word no on because she's a fucking rebel. And she doesn't do what you're supposed to do. She doesn't do it. She does the opposite because she's a rebel. Alright, now we're gonna move on to Cosmere. Cosmere made a bunch of little drawings on Australian Institute of Medical Scientists paper, which I just find funny, but that's not part of it. And they're quite cute. The way he draws Punk in some of these is like a small version, like a little of Vriska. Vriska he's having trouble with, I think. Punk is a stick figure, so it's very easy to draw her. You just draw the little... But I like that face there on the first one. To bottom right for Punk. And we got this zoomed in, like, they're just sort of hanging out. Vriska's sitting down. Punk is, like, doing the girl pose, you know, the one. Where she has her elbows down and something. I don't know how to describe it. You know what I'm saying. And then there's like zoomed out of that. There's like Vriska with a sword. The thing. This Vriska down here looks like a thing, like a real thing. He's getting better. Where it's you know, just a few more little drawings, little scribbles. I think he's just preparing for his real thing. And there's his real thing. And that's the in color, in digital in color. Excellent, yes. I gotta be honest, I like the funny little scribbles that you did before. I really like this one with the elbows. It's just something that's like really funny and small and cute about it. Punk is such a tiny little thing compared to Vriska, who is also just not that big. I will count all of these towards your score though. More art is funny. Yes. Alright, moving on again. We got Steve the. Now, this is a Twitter GIF, but since Twitter is a piece of shit, it downloads it as an MP4, so I can't really look at it. I'm just gonna open it. And it's Vriska and Punk throwing dice and holding hands. I'm not sure quite what they're doing. Are they playing D&D, but they're like both playing at the same time? And there's no DM? Or maybe they're playing a fucking something. But I like it. I like the perspective on the table and the Vriska. Her throwing the arms like, and she's looking at it like, oh, I want to get a good number. And Punk's sort of like, yeah, I'm gonna get a good number. And she's throwing it. It's good. Nice background as well. There's another GIF, which is a Twitter video. Let me open that. Yeah, it's just a little wobbly GIF. This is Pumk and Vriska sitting down going ah, which is from in my comic when Pumk sees the snakes and she's like oh, and her shirt changes from the word no to a little one of those faces like oh, and it was one of my favorite little panels. And there they are doing it together. Vriska also has that on her shirt. And they're just going, ah! It reminds me of that pony image of Sweetie Belle going, oh! And they would be like, haha, it's funny because it's screaming loud. Got a big O mouth. Yeah, this is cute and neat and like simple and clean. I like this. Daxter or Daxter, I don't know how to say it. This one was attempt 1 at a thing. And he's got Pumk on the right, on the left there, with a little keyblade made out of a paperclip, and she's given the finger, and she's like, you know, getting ready. This is a pretty cool face. I like this face that he did, and the way he drew the keyblade's pretty sick. Vriska is a bit like perspective crazy. She's got big old teeth, and her hair looks quite nice, but the hand is like. Whoa, that's a big what am I trying to say? A big challenge to put on yourself to try and get a perspective shot with a hand. So you know, he didn't go all ahead with this. I think he went with this one. Yes, This one was the finished product. I will count both of them. They're giving the finger. They're both giving the finger. They're like, "Fuck you, get out. We're sassy ladies. We don't need to be nice." And this is how they show it. Vriska is sort of not even looking at the camera. I can tell just by that her right pupil she's sort of looking off screen. So she's not even fucking looking at you. She's giving you the finger. She's not even looking at you. The bodies are quite good. You know, the hair and the boobies. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. And then Pumk over there. She's got her like thing. Her like shirt thing. Basically Pumk is a cube. Is a rectangle. She doesn't really have a body that has design. So people interpret it different ways, and Daxterzo interpreted it as a long dress, which is what I generally think of it, although it's a bit less long than that. She's got little red slippers as well. So she's there she is. The nose has sort of slipped down so you can draw like the boob cleft. I noticed that. Interesting, good, and well done. I do also like the bottom there. The colors of the ground lighting is pretty cool. Reminds me of stuff. What's this one? Shadok123. Is this a GIF? Yes, I think. See, this one's like quite lively and boom, 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 boom. They're laughing about it. They're smiling about it. They're dancing about it. Pumk is bobbing her head. Vriska's sort of wobbling, bobbing her head a little less. Ugh, excuse me. It's a really nice cartoony style. Pumk, with her lines on her head being that thick, kind of looks like a basketball with lemons on it. Not that that's a bad thing. I really like this background, the pulsating different purples. And yeah, they're together, they're laughing. They're looking. It's pretty good, pretty sick. Pretty sick motion. Fucking this one? Cucked by the laws of aerodynamics. And it's Pumk and Vriska sitting on a sofa, I think, playing video games. And Pumk is getting frustrated because she's not winning. And yeah, she's got that she's got the upskirt where it says yes on it. So yes, Pumk is a girl, and people have taken that to the extreme by showing her with girl parts. Ew, gross. The legs and the arms are black, although the hands are supposed to be like orange. So minus points for that. Doesn't really matter. This is really cute. I like it. I like them. I like them playing games together. Vriska there, for some reason, also wearing a shirt slash dress similar to the one Pumk has, but with her logo on it. I guess it's a pajama party, and that's what they're wearing for pajamas. And they're not wearing shoes, because it's relaxing time. The couch itself doesn't look like much. It doesn't have enough like contrast to really feel like it's there. That's my artistic complaint, that it is just a brown smear. But good job, very nice. I like the expressions. And then we got Pumpska, which is another GIF. This one is an interesting interpretation. Draw Vriska and Pumk together. He drew them fused together. They are the same character now. So let's see, we got Vriska's eyelash and sort of pupils. We got Pump's face and nose and teeth. We got Pump's pumpkin skin. And then we got Vriska's jacket, and then the logo on the chest is like no, but with the Vriska arrow thing, so that's pretty cool. That's ingenious. And yeah, this is really nice. The flashing colors and the flying, really nice little animation. I like it. I'm trying to think where the shoes go. Oh, yeah, they're just Vriska's shoes. Vriska's shoes and Vriska's jeans, but Pumk doesn't wear jeans, so they're shorter, I guess, is the idea. This is nice. I really like this. This is clean, simple and clean. You got an interesting concept. You did it. You did it, boy. That was good. Oh yeah, this one. At Stan on Wheels. Well, what a way to end. We got a we got a hippo. We got a hippo, and there's lots of words. I'll read some of the words. I've done a sick weed down there. Fishes swim like sperm. I don't know whether these are quotes. I know I have said I've done a sick weed every day. I say that every day. Cluster punk. That's pretty cool. That's a concept I hadn't thought about. Cluster punk. She could do her own fashion runway. She could be like, I'm gonna wear like a fucking galoshes on my head. And there's something at the top there. I can't read that. F Goblin Vriska Snakehead. That's probably not what it says, but I can see a Vriska naked right there, so I'm like, oh no. It's very funny. So she's riding on the hippo. There she is. Pumk is covering her nips, making it safe for YouTube. This is an art piece. This is like a, you know, this is less nude than some of the Renaissance paintings, you know? There's no reason this should get flagged for anything. Then we got our feet. We got feet going way. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. Then we've got some birds there in the African savannah, because that's where hippo lives. Also, hippo, I guess, has a snake tongue. So, forked tongue. And then there's the honk for the hills, lads, little swan there, you know. Remember the swan? I don't. And all want to know the tool wants to kill the brush tool, wants to kill the brush tool. I see. Somebody wants to kill the brush tool over there in that text. And then there's Jesse. There's Jesse in the hippo's back esophagus, back saddle, it's on his back. And I think on the right there's a bus. I don't understand a lot of the inclusions of the various things, but at least he drew Pumk and Vriska, so that's the main thing. And that Vriska, it may have been traced, but it looks pretty good. Like, he did a good job drawing that, regardless. That's a good drawing of a Vriska, and a Pumk looking at her like, what are you doing? I gotta protect the youth by covering your nips. And Vriska's sort of looking at her like, what's going on? Who are you? Well, I think that's all. I have saved all of these in a file. If I missed someone, uh-oh! You should have sent it to me so that I would remember. I tried to remember, like, on Twitter, I was saving everything being atted at me. If you didn't add it at me, you didn't see it. And yeah. Now to choose the winner. Gosh. I'm gonna have to think, because there's things that I like about a lot of them. Like, some of them are just, like, really technically impressive. Others are just sort of, like, really cute and they got the right feeling, or, like, you know, they're fun. Oh. Ooh, I'm gonna have to stop recording and figure this out. BRB. Alright, I've come to conclusion, and I conclude that Michi Fossard's rendition of Pumk and Vriska on the paper with the big fucking Final Fantasy hair is my favorite. You know, there's things about it like Tiki Wiki Mickey Mouse and Alley-Oop don't look very well drawn, but they're not really part of this, so you know, it doesn't matter. Vriska looks great, and Pumk looks fucking beautiful. I love that image of Pumk so much. Runners-up, I would say Cosmere with all of the little Pumk faces in the doodles that he did. There's just something really cute about her being small and smiley, and even the angry one there. Those are really cute. And also L1_Kaz_Lou, because, you know, the more I look at it, the more I realize how like proficient this person is at like drawing stuff. Those hands look like fucking K-On! Hands, you know what I mean? Like they got that like looseness, but like it's really good. This image is really good. You should tweet it so that I can retweet it. I want people to see this. thank you everybody for contributing. And Michi Fossard, please get me your OC that you would like me to put in Bale Jape, and I will integrate it into the story by the end. That's that. Thanks everybody. You really, I enjoyed every submission. I'm really happy that so many people submitted. It's really cool. You're really cool. Go to APS Adventures to read Bale Jape so that you can understand a bit better what the fuck this is. Just a quick update. I missed this. I was going back through my my Discord, and this was posted. This is one of Dax Tier's unused ideas. I should have put this in with the rest of his stuff, but it would not have swayed the vote. It is pretty funny though. And if you zoom in, Vriska's got a large boobies. Haha.